Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. The coverage team able to bring him down. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense begins this game backed up. That was not a good return. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates.
He'll take a deep shot here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the
good.
They might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great...
Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a solid game there in first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And the Mountaineers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. It's a quick grab. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. The Mountaineers lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's on the run. Launches deep. Pass caught down to the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Mountaineers are in the red zone now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They're setting out to try the PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Finds room at the 30. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Ball is free in the backfield. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Mountaineers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Press coverage now from the secondary. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Defense is coming after him. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The returner is brought down. Gets a started on the next drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the runner takes off to his right. tackled, but first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff to the back. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And led out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff. It's Silva. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with on the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll be brought down.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. And they'll set up with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Mountaineers come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Comes up with the catch. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. 1st down and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he pulls it in for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's going to bring this out a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the defense look slow that time. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch, but did not get a foot down. They're signaling incomplete.
You know, I like the...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. This time, a completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Looking to throw it on first down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not for a long completion. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it 35-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. Mountaineers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your...
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Pressure is coming. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Bringing pressure. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away. And now fourth down coming up. And the Mountaineers will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Heading left after the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Testing the right side here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the right side on the toss. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Any team that likes to run the toss and can do it successfully means they can win the battle on the edges. When you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner, they got it done there for a very nice game.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive with the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. 2nd down and goal upcoming.
Let's go.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on the screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to...
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Mountaineers will line up on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. Across midfield. At the 30. At the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Dogs.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now is able to get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Dogs looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Georgia. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advanced.
it.